Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Another Spencer build for you guys. This is gonna be the ultimate gun build, if I'm not mistaken. So the equipment here, you definitely want to have the cooling fan there and this fast setup for the cameras. Those are, you don't mess with that. However, you also want the damage there, like I have on the second slot there. But the fourth slot here is the one you can mess around if you want. You can have the S cooldown like I have here. You can have this one where the semi-autos shoot faster. I mean, you can kind of use whatever you want here. Obviously, this is pretty much a gun build only, so you definitely want to use something that's related to cameras here. You could also use the energy, like the reactor there, if you want to have a little bit faster energy. But you see the deck is like pretty much full guns, and you also have the mod for the grenade launcher. This build is all about killing them. It's kind of fun to play as well. There's really no creatures. I think I have on this deck I had the jester there. The idea with the Jester is really that. Also take note of the invincibility anchor there. That also counts for the mod on the grenade launcher, so that's why I have it there. It's kind of a waste card, but you can definitely use on your Jesters or whatever if you have a creature. But it's mostly just so I can use it to count for the grenade launcher mod. But like I was saying, you kind of don't need a creature in this build, honestly. But I have the Jester there just in case, I don't know, I spawn him and he kind of screams. That makes the survivor stand in place. So if you're on your camera at that point, it's like a free kill essentially. It's like the effect of a immobilizing round. They just stand there stunned by the scream of the Jester. So that's why I had the Jester there. He's a little bit expensive, but I mean you can still use him because this build you get kind of a lot of energy as well. Now this build, there's also the I'm using the what's it called, the D field where it recovers fastest when you use the cards. I always use that one if you're playing any kind of spammy build with Spencer. As far as the second passive ability, you can use all three of them. If you use the one that reduces the mod cost by 3, that will affect the mod of the grenade launcher as well. So it'll be always -3 when you use when you're trying to get the grenade launcher there. You can also use the second variation where the doors are locked down on level 3, which I personally prefer because then they're trying to open the doors and they're struggling to open the doors, and you can just keep shooting them with your cameras while they're trying to open the doors, so it combines very well with the build. So that's why I prefer it. And also has the cooldown every time you use a card. It reduces the cooldown of the of the EIS. So you can close even more doors and also turn on light switch so you can get energy back. And also you can use the first one, which is the one that the security devices take longer, and also the core that will help you on area 3 and 2, especially with your cooling fan. Sometimes you can hold area 2 on the security devices as well. So they all work. I think I would go with the lockdown on the doors, because like I said, they try to open the doors and you just keep shooting them. It's kind of hard to deal with. And because we have the higher damage on the equipment as well, they're gonna go down a little faster. Oh, speaking of which, another thing you can use on the equipment, besides the single high, because I'm using the greatly increased damage of the firearms, you can also use the greatly plus the moderately, because 2 slots you already have the cooling fan, and you have this fast setup of the guns. Those you do not mess with, but if you want to switch the other two for just damage alone, that's something you can do as well. But I don't know, I personally didn't feel like it makes like that big of a difference, It's like very hard to notice the difference of that moderately increased damage. So I just usually use the fast shooting of the semi-autos like I'm using here right now, or I just use the reactor for more energy. Maybe you want to use the ES cooldown. I think the reactor would be probably better because it would help you more in area 3. And that's this kind of stuff. So you see right there I have the grenade launcher mod ready. So I'm gonna set up one thing, a little trick I learned that you can do, and you see the damage there. It's really good. It's all about killing them, this build. I mean, there's not much they can do because of all the guns. But one trick I like to do is you zoom the camera fully before you activate the automatic ones. It makes them like so much more useful. Because if you don't zoom in fully, they move slower, right? But by zooming in fully, because it's on automatic, the zoom really doesn't make any difference on their aim, but it does make on the speed. So it will follow the targets a lot better. You see like that? If you zoom in before you try to turn on the automatic. In this case, I'm using the machine gun, but same thing here. If I'm trying to follow them, I would just zoom in so I get a little bit extra speed on the movement there, so I can follow them up better. That's a trick you definitely want to learn if you're planning on using guns on cameras a lot. But yeah, guys, that's the build. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You're gonna kill them a lot. like actually down them a lot, especially with the grenade launcher. It's a great finisher. And yeah, that's about it. Just close doors. When they're opening doors, shoot them, and just pretty much shoot them non-stop. That's the idea of the build. You have the clone there as well, as you saw. You can combo multiple automatic weapons, and you notice that I didn't use a creature at any point in this build, in this match. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of, I don't know what to put there. So you have a free slot there if you want, but yeah, you can try Justice. I don't know, but it's mostly just a gun build, and a really good one at that. But yeah, guys, that's the video. See you guys in the next one, and enjoy this build.